More operators to come in this lesson, and they are important, so we are going to spend a little bit more time on operators. So we saw math operators, and there's also increment, which is a shorthand method for operators, and we could also update our assignment operators by using the plus equal sign instead of just the equal sign equal plus, and I'm going to show you some examples of these coming up. So we saw with assignment operators where we could set a variable, we could declare a variable, and we can assign a value using the equal sign. So there's a little bit more we can do as well. And Mozilla has a document on this, of course, for the assignment operator. So there's the equal sign, so we are familiar with that one. And we're also looking at how we can equal it, and then we can have another formula here, so another arithmetic or operator there beside. And they've got the full list of different types of assignment operators. So we've got addition assignment, subtraction assignment, multiplication, division, and so on. So there's a whole bunch of operators that are available for you. So the typical assignment operator is just the equal sign, but we can also equal and equal so that all of them will equal that one value. So X, Y, and Z are all going to be equivalent to the same value because Z at the end is equal to 25. There's also a shorthand, which is the plus equal sign. So this is equivalent to X equals X plus Y, or you could do X plus equal Y. So that's a shorthand format for doing that. And they've got some examples here of those. And we can also do a number plus a string, and this is just concatenation. So JavaScript takes care of the data type. X equals X minus Y, or we could do X minus equal Y, so it's the same thing, and some additional examples of that. And of course, we can't subtract strings as we saw before, so that's where we get that non again, so non, not a number. There's also multiplication, same format, and also division, where we can do the assignment division and shorten that as well. And that will definitely keep you busy trying out all of those examples. So we did see that we did have a shorthand method, and we also have the ability to increment, so plus plus, minus minus, and that's equal to X equals X plus 1 or X equals X minus 1. Comma B, comma C, comma D, but we can also assign values as we're declaring them, and we can assign multiple values at one time to variables. So now we have an interesting challenge for you in this lesson, and that's to take the code and determine what the output of the code will be. So what's going to be output in the console. So try out some of the different operators, try out some of the different combinations, and see what you can get as the solution to this code. Number is going to be equal to 5. Second number is going to be equal to 10. Variable A equals 5 plus 5. We're going to see that A has a value of 10, of course. And now if we take A and if we equal it to A plus 10, then that's going to return back the value of A at 20. Or we could do A and plus equals another 10, and what do you think the value of A is going to be? If you said 30, you are correct. So do try that out and play around with it a little bit. Let's finish up this. So we saw that we can do these different assignment values, and we can also increment A. So now if we return back A, we get a value of 31. And notice that the response is still at 30 because we're responding back the value of A, so we haven't done the increment quite yet. And that's the same thing if we do A minus minus. We're still at 31, but when we look at the value of A, it's 30. So keep that in mind that we're only seeing that as the response. So if we were actually assigning a value of whatever A minus minus is equal to, we would still be holding that initial value before we do this actual subtraction. And we're going to increment it by 1, and then take the second num, and we're going to decrease it by 1. And then we're going to create another variable and assigning a value of first num plus second num, and that's going to be the value of total. And first we'll console log out whatever the value of total is. And we're going to equal that to 500 plus 100 divided by 5 plus total. So also let's log out the value of total. And you can see that we're being returned back 15 for the first one. So what's happening here is that first number is 5, second number is 10. we're adding 1 to first number, so getting back 6, and then we're subtracting 1 from second number, so we're getting 6 plus 9, and that's leaving our total of 15. So if you type those in, first number, we've got 6, second number, we've got 9, and that's where we're getting the 15. The next one, 500 plus 100 divided by 5 plus total. So 100 divided by 5 is 20, 500 plus 20 plus the value of total, and we know the value of total is 15, then we get a total of 335. So that's how we can work out the calculations for this particular assignment.